openssl unable to find distinguished underscore name in config. I get the following error from openssl rec. My understanding is that this is the subject that it can't find. However, I am specifying that. The manual's only suggestion is that the config file doesn't exist. I can cat $options underscore file, so it's definitely there. And the error isn't preceded by the error the manual notes it would be preceded by if this were the case, so I'm pretty sure openssl sees the config file. My config file contains the following. Which is pretty much literally the example in the docs. What am I doing wrong here?
Near as I can tell, config is overriding some sort of internal config. If you see the examples section for the man page for openssl rec, it shows an example of a config file with distinguished underscore name in it. On a hunch, I added the following to my config. Thus, my entire config looked something like. Note that here, $domain is not literal. You should replace it with your DNS domain name. I create this file in a bash script with cat and gt, $options underscore file and lt semicolon and lt, EOF, followed by the above, followed by EOF. openssl rec, subj and lt, my subject and gt, config and lt, that file and gt, then took my subject from the command line. For those interested, the entire command ended up looking like. As of this posting, my understanding is that SHA-1 is deprecated superscript 1 for x.509 certs, hence SHA-256, which is an undocumented flag, and subject alt name is becoming required squared, hence the need for the config. The only additional gotcha that I know of in order to generate a best practice CSR to the above is that you should use a RSA key size of at least 2048 bits. If you're using RSA, which I am, you must specify the size to the openssl genre command as the current default is insecure. Superscript 1 while not broken at the time I'm writing this, people feel that it is only a matter of time. See gradually sunsetting SHA-1. Squared using CN for the domain name is no longer recommended. I'm not sure when /if browsers are planning to deprecate this. Move away from including and checking strings that look like domain names in the subject's common name, RFC 6125. Note, I am less certain about the correct value of key usage.
I had the same problem and found the response here. This URL. The config file looks like this. And then,
for me this error seemed to be caused by incorrect path creation when running the command in Windows Server 2012, see column /openssl win32 /bin. which output a non-blocking error before asking for pass-fair. Can't openssl:/program files, x86 /common files /ssl /openssl.cnf4. Reading, no such file or directory. Clearly, the path is invalid because of the wrong slash, so config file must be explicitly appended in the command line.
This similar error. $openssl rec x509 new key RSA:4096 key out underscore key dot pen outsert dot pen days 365 nodes. You are about to be asked to enter information that will be incorporated into your certificate request. What you are about to enter is what is called a distinguished name or a DN. There are quite a few fields, but you can leave some blank. For some fields there will be a default value. If you enter dot, the field will be left blank. Comma country name, 2-letter code, O, problems making certificate request. Ubuntu 17.04, meant you need to add. /c equals /st equals California /l equals San Francisco /o equals Acme Incorporated /cn equals $domain /. To the command line for you.